All right, welcome back, everybody. We're gonna do some tractor maintenance today, due to the fact that I've got 50 hours on my tractor now. So I know I haven't took y'all along on any big things I've done. I don't know, maybe a couple little things, but I've been trying to get used to the tractor, doing stuff. It's been muddy, raining, and I ain't really felt like videotaping, unfortunately. But now that everything's warming up and spring is kinda here, then we'll get going on some stuff. I'm trying to build a shed on the side of my garage to put my tractor and my mini excavator, and I bought a side-by-side too. It's a used one. I got a good deal on it because it didn't run at the time, so I'll take y'all along on some of that stuff. So far, the only thing I've done is get it running. I had to figure out, they had some fuel lines crossed over, didn't have the fuel lines right. It's an older side-by-side. It's a 2009, so still got a carburetor on it, so it's kind of finicky on some things. But I'll take y'all along on some of the stuff. I've had to order a windshield and a back window. We'll eventually get the soft side doors. It had a whole soft top on it, but it was old, so the zippers had started ripping apart, and there's no way. I guess you could fix them, but we don't have any upholstery places around here that I know of that does stuff like that. So it's just easier to buy stuff. I mean, it really is. The back, I think the back was like $40, and it all come off Amazon. And the windshield was like $200 or something. It ain't much. And then, but anyway, that's not what we're getting into. We're gonna do some maintenance on the tractor. I had the top back on it, and I had to take it back off to pull it in here in the garage, so now it's back off. I'll have to put that back on later. But we're gonna do the 50-hour maintenance on it. Change all the filters, drain the front axle, refill it, drain the hydraulics and refill that, plus filters on the hydraulics. So I don't know, I can't find a lot of videos. Jack stand. I really can't find a lot of videos on how to do a lot of this stuff on the RK25. You can find the 24s, you can find 30s series, but you really can't find the 25. I don't know if it's been around for a couple years, so you'd think at this point somebody be putting out videos on it, but hey, whatever. Y'all can watch me do some stuff. It ain't real hard. I don't even have the book out. I'll have to get the book out eventually once we get into the rear hydraulics and figure out exactly where the filter is on it. There's I think there's an internal filter. Well, let's walk over here. I'll show y'all what I got. So this is what we got. The air filter, I already put it in. I mean, it's just an air filter. This is the hydraulic filter. This is the engine oil. This should be the fuel filter. And then this little thing here, I don't know exactly where that goes just yet. And then we got this. It says filter assembly suction. So, well, there you go. That goes inside. And that'll go inside the hydraulics. I don't know where that little one goes. We'll have to figure that out. Maybe it's a secondary fuel filter. Maybe it's got two. Who knows? But we'll get going here. So right now I'm going to change the fuel filter. Set y'all up over here. It ain't real hard. It's going to be messy because it's diesel. So only thing you really got to do, shut your diesel off, and then this will unscrew, and like I said, it's gonna make a mess. That's why I got gloves on, and I really get tired of smelling like diesel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Ain't much in it. Not much in it at all. So, yeah. There's nothing in there besides a float. We'll take this filter. We ain't listening to that. We don't need an air compressor right now. So, let's get this cleaned up, and then we'll go with putting it back together. I'm just going to use some brake clean here. Let me just set it there for a second. Got a little bit in this can. Just I don't know all that stuff is. Let's see in a minute. I don't know what that stuff is. And it's Saturday, so probably gonna hear 1,003 side-by-sides going by. Everybody likes to ride. We're out here in the sticks, so everybody can ride wherever they want to. I said it was a side-by-side, but it don't sound like a side-by-side. It's more like a tractor. You know, state roads have been working too, so it may be some state road stuff. They've been patching potholes. Oh, they're mowing. I was wrong on all three occasions. They're mowing the sides of the road, which is good. That'll keep the brush back. They went through earlier this year and cut all the trees back off the road, like all the way as high as they could reach, so that worked out pretty good. It's kind of like driving down a racetrack now. You don't have all the tree branches over top of you. Plus, it helps with the Sirius XM radio because you can actually get a signal all the time. I really don't know what that stuff is. It will not come off. I don't know if y'all can tell that real good on video, but there's some stuff right here and it won't come off. I don't know. Lay that there for a second. We'll check and make sure this is the right filter. I will tell you that I hope it is. It's got a different end on it. I'll get it out of the bag here. Knock it off. So if y'all look, this has a protruding end and this doesn't. Other than that, I mean, it looks the same. I don't know. We'll see if it fits up in here. This may be a shorter video than I thought. Yeah, this one fits. It fits up on there a little bit. Oh. What the? No. What in the craziness is going on here? So. Okay. Well, now that makes a little more sense. So, when I took it out of there, it left a little cap off the end of it, and that cap's got an O-ring in it that's supposed to set on there. I'm glad I didn't just ram it up in there. All right, yeah. Maybe we ought to, I don't know, read the book? Nah, we're guys. I don't need them stinking book. So, let's see if, I don't think this thing's got an electric pump. I think it's mechanical. Well, there she run out of fuel. Alright, that's done. The air filter's right here. All you have to do is flip these off, pull this little cap off, and then the air filter pulls out. Just put it on. Make sure your little donger thing's pointed down. What that does is it, if you ever get dirt, real dirt in it, most of the time it will pull that stuff out to the bottom, and then you can just squeeze this thing and dirt will fall out of it. That's all you got to do for that. Alright, so alright, hold on just a second. Alright, I just want to see about the hydraulics here. We're gonna, you gotta pull the seat up. So I'm gonna sit y'all here for a second. There's a bolt. Let's see if y'all can see it. See that bolt right there? That one's got to come out. There's one on each side. That one's tight. Was tight. Ain't tight no more. Pull that bolt out. And then slide your seat back, and then the whole thing will tilt forward. And then this is going to get interesting because they will have to do some studying on the book. Right here is your fill cap to fill your hydraulic fluid. But that suction screen, it may be under this cap right here. Well, we'll see. But I was looking for another fuel filter. Because that other little one says it's a fuel filter, but I don't know where she goes. Alright, give me another minute. Alright, so had to go get the book, and while I was looking through the book, I found that your other little filter's right here. So they do the same thing to this one. Turn it on. Oh no, it turns the whole way. Okay. All right, give me just a second. I'll get my wrench. All right. I can get these big things in there. This one's, man, that thing is, that's gonna be a little harder. Yeah, getting there. Got something else. Be able to use the old pliers. That's ridiculous. So, yeah. Let's try a different approach. See if we can tappy tap it. I can tell you one thing, that thing's on there. Let me get this out of the way for a second. See if I can get onto the more along the bottom of this thing. See if we can get up here. See, the problem is you can't get around it. Got one more tool. One more try. See if we can do it with this. Maybe a little strappy wrench. Oh, there we go. Now let's get our bucket back under it. I figured that thing was nice and loose by now. There we go. This one's going to make a mess because there is no easy way to get underneath this thing. Alright, so we got some extra goodies in this one. Let's get this out of here. Yeah, diesel fuel everywhere. Alright, second, I'll get y'all turned around here. Alright, so this one has a spring. I don't understand. Oh. Okay, so the little red ring in there, this is your pre-filter, so it's supposed to pull out any water. So I guess the little red ring in here will float if it gets in water, and it can show you how much water is in fuel. I'm thinking is how that works. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to clean this out, and then we'll get it all put back together. Find my, let's see if I can find my brake cleaner again. Just grab another can. Should have grabbed some paper towels too. Wipe all these off, and then we'll get back to putting it together. Maybe we might get it back together, or we may just leave it out. Nah, need it. Gotta have it, Vern. Gotta have it. So that little spring in there keeps your, because that filter's so little, keeps upward tension on your filter. This is the old one. This is the new one. Try to run good fuel in my tractor, so I don't see much of anything in this one. But, you know. And really, to be honest with y'all, I went to Rural King and told them I needed everything for the 50-hour kit, for the 50-hour service. And they gave me everything. But at the end of the day, these fuel filters didn't need changed until 400 or 500 hours according to the book. So I really didn't need to do this step. But hey, taking y'all along. Let me get y'all back up here. There you go. Alright, so we'll get our little strappy wrench again. Going the other direction. Maybe. There we go. I'll make sure these are tight because the fuel system's under quite a bit of pressure. But you ain't got to break stuff. Just get it tight. Just get it tight. Alright, and now we'll have to start the tractor again to get the fuel back into that one. It'll help you turn it on. Get water in your fuel, so that's what that's for. Alright, so there's both fuel filters. Now we got that figured out. Now we'll do some fuel or some oil. We'll do the oil change. Oh, ain't gonna be a lot. I think it said it only held like 1.8 gallons, so we'll see how it goes. Haven't been down there yet to look at the plug, so we'll see what size it is. Move y'all back down here. Hang on a second. All right, let's see if we can get y'all focused here. It's a tight fit under here. Alright, we're going to try this again, because apparently y'all didn't get to see nothing the first time. Let's make sure we're video. Okay, I think we're going. So what I was saying was there is 2 drain plugs. Due to the fact that your drain plug is split by the drive shaft. So you got to drain both sides. If not, you'll end up with ever how much oil is draining out of this side still left in your motor. And both these drain plugs are 17 millimeter, and they got a crush washer on them that appears to be in good shape. I did the same thing on the other side. You'll just have to trust me because apparently I didn't videotape it. That's all that oil. Oh my goodness. Go in the hole, son. Alright, there we go. And I'll show y'all this funnel here in a minute. Let's get these out of the way. Get these tightened back up. If I could see. Alright, so I got all that done. And what I was trying to avoid with that funnel is there is a metal plate that goes across here. This is really hard. There's a metal plate that goes across there that is pretty much right underneath those drain plugs. So that's what I was trying to avoid, is all that oil getting on that plate. But as I'm under here, I do see that for some reason I don't know what is going on with this. I have no idea. Guess I could take his plate down and look at it, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just oil or grease. I don't think there's a grease fitting on it though, so I don't know what's going on with it. We'll check that out later. Alright, so now your oil filter. What craziness am I looking at here? So your oil filter is right here. So now you got to get that thing off, which is going to make a mess too. So let me go grab my oil pliers, oil filter pliers. So there's that loose. Here comes a mess. It's going to drain your oil filter all over everything. So you want to keep your bucket underneath there, because just conveniently it drains right on top of that bar that we're trying to keep the oil out of. Convenient. Quite convenient. Just like everything else, because we don't trust nobody, you want to make sure these match up, and they do. And they do. So now we'll wipe some of this off while the filter's out of the way. better than a big old mess. The other good thing is brake clean. Spray some around there. Get it all cleaned out. Get all the old spooge off. For some reason, and I don't understand why, they like to run everything around your oil filter and your housing and everything in the way of everything. So there you go. So your oil filter has just a little O-ring on top of it. Take and smear you a little oil around it just to lubricate. And once again, everything's in the way. Don't want to cross thread things. So, and this filter should really only be hand tight. There's no reason that it's stuck at 500 foot-pounds of pressure. Took all your little things back in there. Alright, now here's your, let's get y'all back to some. There's your fuel. There's one on top too, but we'll only use that one. Alright, so it says it holds 0.71 gallons. So that's a little bit less than 3/4 of a gallon. And it's right there's what you need. HD SAE 10W30 diesel engine oil. Synthetic blend. This has come straight from Royal King. It's Providence Automotive. That's the brand they carry. So it is what it is. So we'll put a little bit less than 3/4 of a gallon in here. Figure 4 quarts equals a gallon. So we should have almost 1 quart left in here when we're done and full. A little bit more. Alright, we'll hold up there. We'll start it up, let it run, and then we'll check it. should be long enough for it to prime everything, get the full fuel, get the oil filter full. So we'll give it a second and then we'll check it. All right, I gave it about 5 minutes. Let it drip down there. So we're right at the bottom, so we need to add some more. That puts us right below 1 quart left in the jug. See what that gets us. All right, if y'all can see, the oil is right there. Right there's full. So it's about middle of the road. We'll leave it at that for now. I'll come back and check it later just to make sure, verify how much is in it. Like I said, that leaves about a quart in the jug, so if I need any more, I still got it. We'll go ahead and put that back on there. Tighten that up. And that should be everything with the motor. Next will be the hydraulics. Close your hood. And then you come over here, pull your brush guard back up, pull your pin out of there. There you go. Now you're back in business. Alright, so we'll get on the hydraulics next. 7 intermission for a chicken. Come here, chickie. Come here, chickie. She wants petted, but she don't want to let you pet her. There's everybody out. I guess we'll take a tour of the farmyard here real quick. Give y'all something else to look at besides me working on a stupid tractor. It's muddy. It's been pouring rain. I mean, you can see how muddy their pond is. Baby chickies! Here's all the baby chickies. There's all the baby chickies. It's hard to see them. And here's a bunch of maniac ducks. They are crazy. I don't know. We tried to hand raise them, but they got out here and turned crazy. So I don't know. We'll see once they get a little bit older and we let them out with the rest of the ducks, if the rest of the ducks can tame them down. All right, we're gonna go back to working. All right, now we're gonna do the front end. So start out, you just gotta, your cap's up here. You just gotta open these plugs and let her drain all over the floor apparently. We'll let this side drain all the way down, and then we'll switch and do the other side. Because these hubs hang so far down from the top that you have to drain each side. You open that top plug and it'll let more air in. So that it'll drain a little faster. You don't want to pull that top one out without pulling the bottom one. That's I just use a 13mm wrench. It fit them. They're square, but 13mm fits them. Put this one back in while we're waiting, because really don't need any more air. The bad thing is the drain plugs are a good inch above the bottom of the hub, so you're never going to get all the oil out of them. Never going to happen. Make sure they're good and tight. Good and tight. That's a technical term. Torque them down to good and tight. Clean all the hydraulic fluid off. Well, actually it's not hydraulic fluid, it's 80/90 weight is what's in these. So now let's switch over to the other side. Do the same thing over here. I'll tell you what, these things are in there. They're good and tight from the factory, that's for sure. Yep, good and tight from the factory. Pulled that one out a little fast. I don't know if these things are, yeah, they're not magnetic. I was hoping they was to see if there was any metal in anything. But who knows? Doesn't look to be. You can see a little discoloration in the drain pan, but that's because I had motor oil in it before and I didn't clean it all the way out, so they don't like to mix.
said, I mean, you're never gonna get all of it out because of how far up they are. I don't know why I guess they're trying to protect them from getting hit by anything, but I think they put them on the bottom more. But it's just 80-90 weight. If you ever gotta pull one of these hubs apart to replace a seal in here or anything, then you're gonna get it all out anyway. That should be good enough. I don't see that they need to be 300 foot-pounds, but hey, that's just me. That's just me. Use a little brake clean your stuff back off. That way you can tell if you got a drip or a leak or later. It's just a good thing to do. It's easier to see it when it's nice and clean. That way you know if it's leaking, so you can put a couple little extra ugga-duggas on it. All right, give me a second. Okay, guys, I got a little ahead of myself. I forgot there was a middle plug too. You need to pull it out, let it drain, because I mean there is a lot of different places in this thing for oil to set, so you got to drain out of both the bottom ones and out of the middle. If you don't have a very big drain pan, or you got a drain pan that doesn't fit up in the holes very well, then the best thing to do is drain the middle first. Once you drain the middle, then you won't have so much that comes out the sides. So that way you can catch you a little 1 gallon jug or whatever to stick up under there. And I got a socket. I don't know if y'all can see or not. Let's see here. These are made by Cobalt. They're I forget what they're called. They're like a square drive. There's a whole bunch of these notches all the way around it. Well, they fit all kinds of stuff. Just like this is square, but a 16 millimeter fits right over it. Snugly too. That way you can get everything back nice and tight. Because you don't want stuff leaking. And then once again, spray a little brake clean on stuff. That way you can check for leaks later. What we're going to do, we're going to fill this thing to what shows full, and then we'll have to, I'll take it and drive it back and forth a little bit, and to get it all the way down in the gear hubs, so that, and then we'll check it again. But let's get y'all set up here. All right, there you go. This is a same thing, Rural King, Providence, API Service GL5 SA80W90 gear oil. That's what they want in this thing, so that's what I bought. I went straight off their sheet in Rural King that says exactly the SKU and everything, so that's what they want, so that's what they'll get. Because at this point, I mean, you're doing the 50-hour service on this thing. You don't want to chance it especially you doing it yourself, you don't want to chintz it and then them come back later and be like, well, you didn't use the right fluid in it, so that's why your front hub went bad, so we're not going to cover that under the 8-year warranty. If you ain't somebody that likes to work on stuff or tinker on stuff, then I would suggest taking it over and letting them do it, because you don't want to screw up your warranty. So I'll show y'all. You look right there, front axle oil, 1.8 gallons, and then it tells you gear oil equivalent to API GL4 grade 80W90. Well, this is GL5, so it's one more better. Whatever, that's just what they say to use, and it's on them. So 1.8, this is a 2-gallon jug. So we'll put about, I don't know, we'll get it up on the stick, drive it back and forth a little bit, and then we'll check her. You got to pour this stuff slow because it is gear oil. And you pour it too fast and you're going to make a mess. And oh yeah, by the way, I pulled the top vent plugs back out just so the oil has a easier time going back out to the sides. I don't know why I put them back in to begin with. That was on me. You should just leave them out for now. That way air's got room to escape out of here while you're pouring. Just take your time. Don't rush it. Oop, see? Already getting ready to make a mess. It's coming up. It was coming up. Back up to the top. That's only, I don't even know. It's hard to tell. That's probably only about half of it. So we've only got about a gallon in it so far, and it's up to the top, and then it takes a little bit to sift down through all the gears. The way those geared hubs are, they're pretty intricate, so they it takes a little bit to get everything settled down in there. You just gotta take your time, let it settle. Like I said, we'll get about a gallon and a half in it, and then we'll move it around some, back and forth. That way the gears can pull the oil back down into themselves. Because you want them full. That's the biggest thing, is those geared hubs need this 80W90 weight. Just like the pinions in your trucks or whatever, most of them take 80W90 gear oil. This stuff stinks if you don't know. Smells really bad. Need smell-o-vision is what we need. That way people can know what they're getting into. The saving grace of me is I got coronavirus when it was brand new. Lost my sense of taste and smell. So that was 2020. So now here we are 5 years later, and I still can't smell or taste very good. I'll smell something, I'll get a smell in my nose, and it's there all day. I can't get rid of it. It's like constantly thinking something stinks, because that's about the only thing I can smell anymore is stuff that stinks. I can smell skunk, Can't smell propane though, and people say it smells like skunk. But it is what it is. Go on with life. Go on with life. So let's see where we're at on the stick right now. I'd say it's probably showing pretty well full, but it's not. Yeah, it's right there above the top line right now, so it's saying full, but it's not full. So what I'm gonna do, tighten that down, put these side plugs in, the vent plugs in, just hand tight, and then we'll start it up and drive back and forth a few times and let everything get back down into the hubs, and then we'll go from there. Get all this stuff out from underneath the tractor. This is definitely a dirty job, but that's fine. I make messes all the time. Let it settle, and then we'll see where we're at. I know where we are at, and that's making a mess. But I got a plain concrete floor, so it don't hurt nothing. Wipe it up, going about life. Get a new paper towel. That one's pretty well wore out. It's still showing pretty well full on the stick. So we'll leave it at that for now. Let's see my light. We'll leave it at that for now. About after I put a couple more hours on it, I'll check it. It's definitely not going to be dry. It may be down a little, but that'll be fine then, because then it'll be. Then we'll know for sure where it's at. What did I do with my wrench? Alright, so now just make sure you tighten these plugs back up. I normally take the side-by-side up to feed the horse, but I think I'll take the tractor today just so I can put some movement on it, get everything where it should be, and then we'll check everything when we're back and make sure everything's good. Let's see, this can's about empty. Yep, that can's empty. Apparently Rural King gave me the wrong filter for the hydraulics, so I'm gonna have to do that another day. Because the filter they gave me says that it's for the RK 24 and 19 and all that stuff. It's not for the 25. 25 is a lot bigger tractor. It's the filter on it's probably twice as big as the one they gave me. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back and give me the right filter. But other than that, let's see. Let's put y'all out there. There we go. Other than that, I mean, it's... So I'll put the seat back on and drive it around some, check everything after we get done. Oh. There's the side-by-side I bought. Like I said, some old people that are customers of mine, they was getting too old to deal with it. He'd had it stored for a couple years and had to get it running and put a new battery in it, new fuel filters, all kinds of stuff, and still it wouldn't stay running for him. So he kind of got fed up with it, and while I was over filling up their tanks, his wife asked me if I knew anybody that wanted a side-by-side, and I was like, well, let me talk to my wife and see what she thinks, because she's been hounding me for a side-by-side forever. She's tired of riding the tractor up in the field, or if we both go, she's got to sit on my lap on the tractor, which that's pretty funny. So anyway, brought it home. Really the only thing I've done to it is I put a battery charger on it and put it on nuclear, and it fired right up, but it wasn't idle very good. If you let off of it and just let it idle for a little bit and then it'd die. So I was like, well, got messing with the fuel lines, seeing how they went, and he had them kind of messed up a little bit, so I went back through and redid them and put them back the way I thought they should be. And then I siphoned out the old gas, which y'all know if gas sets and stuff for a while, it turns bad. Well, this stuff smelled like turpentine, and I could smell it, which is pretty amazing. But I was like, well, I'm going to go get gas and put fresh gas in it and get all this old gas out of it. So I went and I siphoned out about 2 gallons of gas that was left in the tank, cleaned all it out, and then I put fresh gas in it. I didn't get ethanol free. I should have got ethanol free, but that stuff's expensive and it's kind of hard to find sometimes. If I go around the ATV resorts, I can find it pretty easy, but most of the time I'm in my propane truck, so I don't have a fuel can with me. But anyway, I put fuel in it, fired it up. It still wasn't idling very good, but the more we run it, the more it got that old fuel out of it, and now it fires right up, idles, runs. It's a Tomato. Anyway, it's a Hisun, Hisan, Hisun 700, and it's, like I said, it's 2009. So it's a little older, but I'm not taking it out and beating it up on ATV trails, which there's plenty of them around here. But I'm not doing that. I'm using it on the farm. We may ride up and down the road if we want to go see a neighbor or something. But other than that, I mean, we're not running it up and down the road 80 miles an hour. So it ain't no big thing. and it runs fine. We had a soft top for it and a hard top. He had the soft top on it, but the zippers were messed up, like I said, so we took it off, put the hard top back on it, and ordered a windshield and a back window for it just to keep the rain off of us. And we'll see how it goes. I'll take y'all along. I'll get it in here one day, and the only thing I've really, besides putting good fuel in it and fixing the fuel lines, I put a brand new air filter in it, because the air filter that was in it was pretty, it had some age on it. It looked like it was original. The thing's only got less than 500 miles on it, so I mean, it's technically still brand new pretty much, besides sitting around for 10, 15, 16 years. He kept it in his garage, or he kept it on his carport, so it ain't been out in the weather. And I've got it underneath my shed that I'm building, so it's not out in the weather. It's none of that, so it still looks like a brand new machine. Runs good too now. Got all that old gas out of it. Still needs some tinkering, but hey, that just gives me stuff to do. But all right, so that'll be the end of this one for now. Once I get the right filter to put the hydraulic fluid, then I'll bring y'all along. That's going to require taking one of the rear tires off, from best I can tell. That'll be fun, because that thing's fluid filled, so it probably weighs about 150 pounds. That should be good fun there. All right, till I see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good day, and subscribe, comment, tell me if y'all want me to show y'all something that y'all haven't seen. All right, we'll see y'all.